Hi, welcome back. I'm Coach Salazar.
I'm Coach Perales.
And welcome to PE. So today, and more specifically this week, we've been talking about muscles. Okay. Last video we talked about the front muscles, and what are these called? Do you remember? It is starts with a Q, quadriceps. Okay, these are your quadriceps. Remember, there are 4 muscles that make up your quadriceps, and that's why it is used in quad, because quad means 4. Now today we're going to talk about the hamstrings. Okay. Now the hamstrings are in the back of your leg. These muscles right here. Okay. These are made up of 3 muscles. Okay. Now there's already a muscle on your body called the triceps. Okay. And that's why it's not called the triceps, because your triceps are located somewhere else. We'll get to that, I think, next week. But your quadriceps, and these are not going to be your triceps. These are your hamstrings, okay? Now, like I said, it's made up of 3 muscles. Now, there are a few, certain things about the hamstrings that a lot of professional athletes have trouble with. This is one of the most common injuries to professional athletes. And the reason for that is because they don't stretch it out correctly, or they overstretch it. Now, I have an example right here. These 2 rubber bands, okay, these are going to be your muscles. If you take one of your muscles and you stretch it out slowly, okay, you're stretching it out, as you can see, you're stretching it, this is your warm-up, you're warming it up. That way when you run and you stretch it out completely, or you're doing any kind of activity where you're doing a lot of hard work, it's able to stretch far enough. But you take another one that hasn't been warmed up and you pull on it too much, it snaps. As you can see, it snaps. So remember, you always need to warm up, okay? Now, a lot of you are super young, so that's probably not gonna happen to you. I'm not doing it to scare you. I'm showing you that so you're able to realize the importance of stretching and warming up, okay? That's why any sport you play, your coaches always have you warm up and do stretches. Okay, now what are some stretches that help you out with your hamstrings?
Some stretches that help you out with your hamstrings would be the A stretch. Remember the A stretch? Go down. And then leg swings. So toe touches and high knees.
Okay, so now you know a few stretches. Just know that these muscles are important. You don't always see these muscles. People kind of neglect these muscles, but they're very, very important. And they work together with your quads to, help you run, help you jump, help you squat. Any movement you're doing, any movement where you're doing anything, that is because of your quadriceps and your hamstring muscles, okay? So now that you know a little bit about the hamstrings, we're gonna do a quick warm up, and then we'll get on to today's lesson. So let's do our warm up. Okay, we are going to start with A stretches though. So feet apart, down to one side, and then go to the other after 10. And go.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Here we are going to go into heel kicks. Remember, heel kicks, you're bringing your legs back up. You're bringing your heels back up to your pockets back here, okay? But you do it in a running motion. We're going to do 20 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, now we're gonna go into high knees right after that. Same thing, knees up. You can have your hands out like this, or you can keep your arms in the running motion, okay? Count it in 20 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, good job. We're gonna stretch out those hamstrings a little bit more, just doing toe touches. So reach down, stretch out those hamstrings, count into 20. Go. some stretches on the upper body now, just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go crossovers, count in 20, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, overheads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
17, 18, 19, 20. All right, bring it all together to 20 jumping jacks. We are done with our warm up. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And as always, you need to make sure you take a little light jog, either around the backyard, around the neighborhood, walk the dog, do something to get that heart rate up, move around, okay? Don't just continue on in this video. I want you to pause it right now and go and do a little bit of running, okay? Even a little bit of jogging, even a little bit of walking. Do something that's gonna warm those muscles up, okay? Yeah, we stretched and we worked and we did a little bit of exercise. We need to continue, okay? Raise that heart rate up. If your heart's not beating fast, you're not really warmed up enough, okay? But when you're done with that, take a drink of water, and when you come back, we are gonna start some yoga. Okay? Take a break, and let's get to it when you get back. Welcome back. Now that you have taken a jog, gotten kind of loosened up, hopefully you've gotten some water as well, we will begin our yoga lesson for today. Coach Pralas and I have a little mat. If you, in your living room, have space for a mat, or if you're on carpet, that's even better. Do it, because I don't want you, hurting your knees or anything like that. But let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we are going to do is we're going to go down to crisscross applesauce. Okay. We're going to kind of focus on our breathing a little bit. You have your hands resting on your knees like this, or have your forearms resting, whatever's comfortable for you. So, shoulders back, sitting up straight. We're gonna remember that we breathe in through our nose and then out through our mouth. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to circle with our head. Go 5 times this direction. And then when you're done, go 5 times the other direction. Okay. You're gonna want to bring your shoulder up to your ear. And when you do this, you're gonna, this stretches out this whole side of your neck right here, okay? Make sure you continue breathing while you hold this. If you want to stretch a little more, lower your shoulder and tilt your head more. Okay, go to the other side. Okay, come back up. I want you to look up, chin to the sky, stretch up the front part of your neck. And now, chin to your chest. I'm going to stretch out the back part of your neck. Okay, now I want you to place the bottom of your feet together. Now we're going to go into what's called a flower pose, okay? So you're going to wrap your hands under your ankles like this, and then you're going to lean forward, okay? Make sure you have space between your heels and your bottom, okay? This shouldn't be too close together. So you're here, lean forward, and you should feel the stretch in your hips and your lower back. And this is called a flower pose. Always breathe during each of these poses. Never hold your breath. Okay? Come out from under. Bring your heels closer to you now. Now we're going into a butterfly. When you do your butterfly, you're going to just push your legs down on their own. Don't use your elbows or your hands yet. Okay? Now you can place your elbows onto your knees or your hands, whichever's comfortable for you. I like to use my elbows and kind of put some pressure down to give that more of a stretch. Now if you're feeling something that's too tight for you and it's too painful, you know, lighten up a little bit. Okay, don't push so hard. Okay, but it's okay to have a little bit of discomfort. Okay, with a lot of this stretching stuff, it's gonna get tight. It's gonna be just a little tiny bit painful, but that's how you become more flexible and get more flexibility into those muscles. Okay, now we're gonna flap our wings a little bit. Not too hard, you don't need too big of flaps, just flap them a little bit. Okay, now hands behind you. Now I want you to bring your knees up, keep your feet together. Okay, bring them up. And this is gonna help you stretch out the outside of your hips and your ankles a little bit. Okay, feet out in front now. Keep your hands behind you. And I want you to bring your chest towards the sky. Relax, and I want you to lean forward and touch your toes. Now it's okay if you're not flexible, because as you can see, I'm making it all the way to the bottom of my feet. Coach Perales is not even making it to her toes, okay? But that's okay. Our goal for Coach Perales is to make her touch her toes this year.
Getting better.
She is getting better though. Okay? Bring it back. And now we are going to go into our boat pose. So this one is kind of like a twist, where we keep our back and our body off the ground, but instead of touching hands on both sides, we're just going to hold the pose. So if I'm like this, I'm just holding it, okay? Just like that. So we go up, hold it. If you need to make it easier, bend your knees and hold your hands. If you want, if it's too easy, you'd like to make it harder, extend your legs all the way. It's a little hard, and Coach hasn't done this in a long time, so we're gonna get there. Bring it back down. Breathe in and out, and back up one more time. Hold it. It's a little too hard for me. And in. All right. From here, now we are going to go onto your knees. I want your feet together, and I want you to rest on the back of your feet, just like this, okay? Feet together and rest on them. Now from here, we're going to stretch out our arms a little more. Cross over again. I know we did it during the warm-up, but we're going to stretch it out again. We need that shoulder stretched out really well. We're not going to do it as long though, so. Okay. Now I want you to put your left hand on the ground and bring your right one over. You're going to feel the stretch all along your side right here. Now go to the other side. Back up. Now, on this one, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. You're going to place your hands on your heels, and then you're going to push your body out. Now, this is going to stretch out all of your quads right here and some of your core. Okay? So just push out. Don't push out too hard if you're not used to it. Just push out just a little bit. You'll feel that stretch. And just hold it for a quick second. And back down. Okay? Now from here, we are going to go into what I call a puppy pose. So you're going to have your hands straight out in front of you and bring it down, okay? And you're going to feel the stretch all down your back. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Now from this angle, we're going to lunge our body forward and go into a cobra pose. Okay? Chin up, breathe in and out. In and out. Now we're going to go back to the puppy. You don't have to wait on me to tell you to breathe in and out. You can do that on your own as well. And back forward to the cobra. All right, now I want you to stay on your stomach. We are going to go into a bow pose. So with this one, you're going to bring your feet up and you're going to I want you to try to lift your chin and your knees off the ground a little bit. Kind of like a Superman, but you're holding your own body. Okay? And relax. Let go of your feet. Kind of let your body get used to it. And bring them back. Up onto your hands and knees as if you're pretending to be a cat. Now we're going to go into the cat pose. So the cat pose is you're going to push your back towards the ceiling, just like this. I'm facing this way, I'm here, and I'm bending my back, pushing it towards the ceiling. Okay? And now I'm going to reverse it and push my stomach towards the floor. Okay? Now go back to cat. And reverse it. And this one's the cow. We're going to cat one more time. And cow. All right, now we're going to go what's called the extended cat. And you are going to pick one arm and one leg up. Okay? And it's going to be the same side. Okay? So lift up. That, you're going to hold it. Now it's going to require you to do some balancing with your body parts that are on the floor. You want to hold it straight. You don't have to bend this one. I want you to hold this one straight, okay? Bring it back down. And other side. Okay, one more time. Down and up. Okay. I want you to bring your feet under you, and you're going to slowly roll your body up, but keep your fingers touching from your toes, and then as you're moving up, drag them up your legs all the way up. From here, drag it across the floor, up, and you are here. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into an eagle, okay? So with the eagle, it's gonna require you to do some balancing. Do you wrap it in front or you wrap it behind?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
right.
no, yeah. Okay, you're gonna wrap, so you're gonna place your left foot on the ground and you're gonna wrap your right foot behind it, okay? If you need to have your right foot barely touching the floor, you can do that to gain your balance. And then you're going to kind of mix your arms up like this. So if I'm here, mixing arms where the back of my hands are touching each other, okay? And I slowly want you to pick that foot up. That way you're only balancing on one, okay? Now slide your foot back down and then switch. Wrap it behind and bring it up when you are ready. Remember to continue your breathing if you have not been. Put it down. Okay. Feet apart. They need to be more than shoulder width apart. We're going to go side angle. So we did this kind of sitting down, now we're going to do it standing up. Here and then hand in the air. And you should feel the stretch along your leg and on the top part of your body right here. And switch. Go into a warrior pose. I believe it. You're going to stand sideways, place one foot like this, and then place the other foot facing forward. Okay, so one foot is facing this way, and one foot is facing this way. Okay? Have your hands up. You can put whatever side you want, if you want it this way or sideways, however you want. And you're going to lean forward, okay? I want you to put most of your weight onto your leg right here, okay? Most of your weight needs to be up here. Now this is gonna help build your muscular strength and endurance, okay? Because you're getting stronger by holding all your weight, but it's also getting, you're gaining that endurance because you're holding it, okay? And if it's easy, you can lean more forward and more forward, but I'm about right. That's okay. Okay? Come back up, and now you're going to switch. All right, and lean forward. Remember, if it's too easy, lean forward. And as you can tell, my right leg is my stronger leg, so I'm able to lean a lot more forward this one than I could with my left. And that's okay. Most of you are going to have a dominant extremity. Back up. All right, from here, we are going to go into our horse pose. So feet shoulder width apart, hands together, and we're going to do a half squat. We're not going to go all the way down to a squat. We're going to go about halfway, and then we're going to hold it. Remember that muscular endurance. So we're here, and we're going to hold it, okay? You should feel it all in here, okay? What muscles are these again? I hope you answered it at home. I wish I could hear your answer, but I can't. But I hope you remember it. It's your quadriceps. Bring it back up. And from here, we're going to go down to a full squat. You might want to put your feet a little farther apart, and then you're going to go all the way down this time and hold it. And you should feel this stretch all around your hips, your quads, and your calves. Back up. horse pose, which is the halfway. Back down. Back up. And now full squat. Now we're going to go into the tree. The tree is very similar to the eagle. Okay? Place left foot, gain that balance. I want you to put your right foot like this. Okay, you're barely placing your heel on your ankle. Now from here, you can go arms out, or you can go arms in. If you're not very good at balancing your body, arms out. If you're already experienced and you're good at it, you can do arms in. But if you're here, slide that leg up and hold. See, if I'm here, I'm good. Okay? Now you see I'm kind of falling. I'll put my arms out. I regain my balance. And then I can slowly bring them back in. I'm good. Back down and switch. Now we're on the last one. The last one is possibly the hardest one. This is called a dancer pose. And do you want to show us that?
Okay, so the dancer pose, I'm going to show you sideways. You're going to put your left foot and plant it because you're going to balance on your left foot. You want to put your arm out, grab your foot, and then forward. And you're going to hold it.
Remember, use your extended arm to help you balance your weight, okay? So you're here, grab that like a flamingo, lean forward and hold it. Okay, good job. If you're off balance, use your arms, regain it, and then bring yourself back to the middle. If this is easy, try leaning lower and lower, and it'll get harder and harder. Okay, now switch into the other side. Great. And that will conclude our yoga for today. If you like what we did today, if you click on the home page, or you click back to the home page, it's a little house that looks at the bottom of this corner over here somewhere. If you click on that, it'll take you back to our home page. And on the home page, you click on the icon that has a person meditating. Okay, they're sitting down in a silhouette with colors around them, and they're meditating. That will take you to a page that only does yoga. So if yoga is something you really enjoy and you love doing it, and you want someone who's even better than Coach Salazar, go to that page. And there's so many different videos you can choose from, okay? If you're not into it, click on one of the other icons. There's other videos from other pages, and there's so many different activities you can do, okay? But thank you for joining this week. Remember, quadriceps, hamstrings. Quadriceps, hamstrings, okay? Remember that, because those of you who are coming back in class, I want to test you on that, okay? But for those of you who are going to be online for this semester, that's okay. I will find a way to test you too, okay? So, thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time.